What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Stop Crying Poser, the greatest podcast in North America, as voted by Styles P, Master P, P. Diddy, and the letter P, which stands for Poop Face, Butt Spot. In the chat, who do we got in here? Very Real Reality, Timothy, TSA, Venus, Weather, Silhouette, Sean H, J, Cowsley, Rancid, DCAA, KO, BJJ, The Amazing Jiu-Jitsu Black Belt, Princess Schlill, and more. Thank you guys for tuning in live here Friday on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. The time is right around 4 o'clock p.m. The date is March something. I don't fucking know the date. I feel like throughout my entire life, I've never been good at knowing what date it is, except for the places where when I worked somewhere, I had to fill out the date every day. So when I worked on slot machines, every single time I fixed a slot machine, I would have to write a repair ticket. And on that repair ticket, I would just put the date and the time. And I would say something like, oh, replaced bill validator, tested with $1 bill, code 4. All good. And those were the days when I knew the date. Now, waking up at 2 p.m. in the goddamn afternoon, not doing shit but a dumbass podcast for a bunch of brainless junkies. I don't give a fuck what day it is. But I do hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and these are some of the topics we're going to discuss today. Terry Kennedy and the Berrics, they made a big mistake. Finally, we have some skate news, and we'll cover these topics after we get through the regular news. Me and Lily went shooting in the desert. Are bump stocks illegal? I don't know. Are front pockets illegal? Well, if we ban those, we're going to also have to ban belt loops, pockets, sticks, and then what's going to happen? Then the regular working man's not going to have pockets or sticks, and only criminals are going to have them. We're going to talk a little bit about Cardi B. We're going to talk about the luckiest man in the world, me. We're going to talk about police killing some 19-year-old or something. I don't fucking know. In fact, let's jump right into the news right now. Boom. We don't have a news song, so I'm just going to have to make one up right now. It's the news. It's the news. I didn't have any time to plan this podcast at all because I'm a lazy piece of shit person. Just like our friend Gabriela Benavides. Man who raped neighbor, then offered yard work to make up for it, gets 50 years in prison. Before I read this, I feel like you should get extra time in prison for even offering to make up for it with yard work. Too little, too late. I've been in situations like this. I had a guy one day break my camera or like seriously injure my camera, and he had no job and no money. And it's like one of those things where it's like, dude, I swear I'll pay for it. It's like, no, you won't. If he would have told me, dude, I'll rake the leaves in your yard. I know, I'm sorry I broke your camera, but I'll rake the leaves. That would have made me into a vicious fighting rage. So can you imagine the difference between breaking a camera and having one of your family members raped? I can imagine that the people on the good side of this incident were very annoyed. Quite annoyed. And this guy, he doesn't look like a very trustworthy person anyways. But on that note, he probably does fucking mow a mean lawn. And that's not a racist joke, so please, God, don't kick me off Twitch. Let's read. In Florida, weird, a 20-year-old convicted of raping his neighbor and then offering to do work around her house to make up for it is being sent to prison for 50 years. Jurors in West Palm Beach found Timothy Walding guilty of sexual battery, false imprisonment, and armed burglary in October. So he sexually battered someone, kidnapped them, and robbed them with a gun. And he was going to fix that shit up with a lawnmower and a rake. You better be pulling some weeds too, goddammit, because that's a big list of fuck-ups. On October, a judge sentenced him to a mandatory minimum sentence of 50 years. Good. Prosecutors say Walden broke into his 35-year-old neighbor's house in October 2017, sexually assaulted her for 90 minutes. She said she was tied up and threatened with a knife. See, I read these stories sometimes, especially these crazy ones, and it's like, who can, like, viciously beat someone and remain with their boner? You know what I'm saying? If I hear Koopa scratch the door, My wiener's like, hey, what's that? Looking around. You can violently break into a house, not be worried about cops coming, not be worried about like if other people are in the house, a chick is bleeding and crying, and that's your fucking turns you on. Lock these guys away forever. God damn it. The Sun Sentinel reports he offered to do landscaping or fix something around the house, which she declined. I wonder if it was like right after, like immediately after. Hey, I just raped you and stabbed you, and fucking I'm gonna steal shit from your house, but I'll give you a little secret. You know what I'll do? Between me and you, let's just sweep this thing under the rug if I sweep your leaves into a bag. Sound good? All right, see you tomorrow. See you mañana. Prosecutors say he asked her not to tell what happened, and they shook hands. When he left, she called 911. Now, that's a grade A fucking criminal right there. Can you imagine? I think they do this shit. Remember on To Catch a Predator? Somebody walks into a house expecting to fuck a little kid or whatever, and then they go, no, you're not going to fuck that kid. I'm actually Dan Rather. Or whoever it was. I don't know the guy's name. He comes out and he's like, no, she's not here, but we did bake you the cookies. Here, have a cookie. And then they're just like, I just came to talk. I just want to talk with them. I came here in case someone else was going to come to try to rape them. I'm here to talk and protect them, and I brought condoms and alcohol. It's fucking crazy. Chris Hansen, yeah. It'd be always at the end of that shit. I remember there was one episode where the guy was like, he was like, listen, you're not going to do this again, right? And he goes, no, sir, I am not. You know what? This is just what I needed. A stiff kick in the patoot to really get me focused. And I promise I'm never going to do this again. Thank you. And they shook hands. And that motherfucker thought he was going to leave the house and not immediately get his ass beat by fucking 20 police officers. Could you imagine? They're shaking hands. You know what, Chris Hansen? I really needed this. Sometimes you just need a stiff kick in the pants to get me back on the right track, and I'm not being a smart aleck, by the way. I appreciate you. Again, I only came here to talk. The condoms and alcohol were for me. I was not going to use them on that 13-year-old, and I've learned my lesson. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank NBC. I thank everyone. Now, I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to be on my way, and I will have a cookie. Because this is a new beginning. I will have it. Is this chocolate chip? Thank you. And then they walk out the door and they immediately get their fucking ass beat. Like if you shake someone's hands, it don't just make everything okay. Holy shit. So that was our first news article. It's just a funny story. I saw this headline and had to click it. You know what this guy reminds me of? I cannot think of what it is. I think there's a comedian who... Oh, what's that comedian's name? He does the puppets. And there's one puppet that looks like a pepper. That's what this guy makes me think of. He makes me think of that pepper. I think it's the long, sad face. Holy shit. Anyways, let's fucking enough about that guy. He doesn't need any more fame. Las Vegas police officer shoots inmate attempting to flee custody. This is great. I skimmed through this earlier. Las Vegas Metro Police were involved in a shooting Wednesday morning. The shooting happened at the Steinberg Diagnostic, whatever, near Vegas Valley in Maryland. Who cares? The shooting happened. God damn it. A Metro officer was escorting a Clark County Detention Center inmate to a medical facility for a routine procedure just before 9 a.m. on March 27th. That was only a couple days ago. Captain Nicole Splinter said at a news briefing, as they left the facility, a pickup truck pulled up to participate in a mobile car wash detailing. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this was a setup. The driver and passenger of the pickup got out, leaving their doors open, Splinter said. At that point, the inmate broke free from the officer and jumped in the truck to escape, backing out onto Maryland Parkway. Now, if you're going to break somebody out of police custody, don't just give them the car, okay? That's too much pressure. Get in there, pick them up, throw them in the back of a pickup, and then drive away. This whole shit like, oh, we just looked the other way, we were going to wash a car, this guy fucking jumped out. It's not the way to do it, and I'll tell you why. I'm not going to tell you why. Actually, this article's going to tell you why. The Metro officer feared for citizens as this was a known violent felon who's set to be sentenced today for a list of violent crimes. The officer fired 3 rounds hitting the truck twice and the suspect once in the shoulder. The suspect continued northbound on Maryland Parkway, crashing into several vehicles, Splinter said. He began ramming cars at the intersection of Maryland and Vegas Valley. No injuries were reported from those collisions. The officer was in pursuit as they got downtown Las Vegas, where the suspect ran out of gas. Oh my God, leave it up to a couple of mobile car washes. You know what they were doing? They were washing cars. That's why they stopped there, unexpectedly. I'm figuring it out right now. I'm doing the whole fucking Boondock Saints thing where I'm listening to the music and figuring out the crime scene. Right now, here's what happened. They knew they were going to run out of gas, so they had to pull over, and just in the middle of whatever gas station they were, they're like, you know what, fuck it, dude. We're going to run out of gas. We got to wash a car. So they were going to sit there, and they were going to tell everyone around them, hey, listen, what's up, man? I'll wash your car for $8. Usually it's 15. It's going to be 8 for you. And then someone's going to go, hey, well, that's a damn good deal, young man. Fucking wash my shit up. And that's so that they would get $8 plus $2 tip so that they would have enough money to get home. Except that wasn't on the menu. They didn't know an escaped killer was going to jump into the car wash truck. He was taken into custody near Main Street and Carson Avenue. Splinter said the suspect was in stable condition. This was the 7th officer involved shooting for Metro in 2019. So what, it's the end of March. So we're only doing fucking 2 shootings a month? We got to bump those numbers up, God damn it. We're doing it wrong. So anyways, this may not be the real story. And I say that because whatever idiot cop let this guy get out probably had to fabricate a little bit of it to make it seem like there was nothing he could do. In reality, the cop just fucking wasn't paying attention, let this guy get away. The minute he looked up from his Instagram, he noticed he didn't have his fucking inmate. And then he also noticed that the mobile car wash was gone. And then they were out of there. Weather says, was the car actually moving? I would assume it was if it ran out of gas. Next article. 20 years in prison for man behind hoax that led to a fatal shooting. So from what I remember, I think we may have talked about this on the podcast, but this was a long time ago. This guy lost a Call of Duty match. Maybe some guy was aimbotting. Maybe somebody wasn't. I don't fucking know. But he lost $1.50 of his own hard-earned money. This guy works at a mobile car wash too. All right? And when on his days off, he plays Call of Duty 9 hours straight. And what happened was he lost the $1.50, so then he swatted the guy that won. So basically in this world, you can't even be good at Call of Duty without somebody trying to send a SWAT team to your house and kill you, which is, from what I remember, that's what happened. Let's read. A California man was sentenced Friday to 20 years in prison for making bogus emergency calls to authority across the U.S., including one that led to police fatally shooting a Kansas man following a dispute between 2 online players over a $1.50 bet in the Call of Duty game. Now, Call of Duty, does it lead to violence? I like to say no, but people are dying out there. We're dying out here over Call of Duty. We need someone to call to duty of themselves. Somebody out there, it's their duty to fucking stop this from happening, all right? So from what I remember, this guy did this shit multiple times, and then eventually someone died. U.S. District Judge sentenced Tyler R. Berrics, 26, under a deal in which he pled guilty in November to a total of 51 federal charges related to fake calls and threats. The plea agreements called for a sentence of at least 20 years, well over the 10 years recommended under sentence guidelines. Prosecutors believe it is the longest prison sentence ever imposed for the practice of swatting. If you guys don't know what swatting is, listen up. It's a form of retaliation in which someone reports a false emergency to get authorities, particularly a SWAT team, to descend on an address. So let's say you have my address. What they do is they get online, they get on these weird like things where you hide your phone number, and they call police and they say, help, I'm being fucking held captive. This guy has 2 guns. Please help. I'm at this address. And then they hang up and they send SWAT team to a regular everyday guy's house. He's just hanging out, cooking pancakes. Then SWAT team kicks the fucking door in and shoots this guy because he had a loaded pancake. And it's just destined. This was destined to happen, and this is a great thing to happen. Like, really, make an example out of this guy, especially having done it so many times. People should know that if you're gonna do something so fucking evil to someone else that could get them killed, that you might be facing 50 years in prison. And maybe that'll keep people from doing it. The 2017 death of 28-year-old Andrew Finch drew national attention to swatting, but Barris had made dozens of such calls before that, and he was known as the guy on Twitter that is good at this. That's what his attorney, Richard Frederico, said. Authorities say an Ohio gamer recruited Barris to swat a Wichita gamer, but the address they used was old, leading police to Finch, who was not involved in the video game at all. So he wasn't even playing the fucking video game. Not even involved in video games. This guy plays ping pong. Okay? Also, he plays Sonic the Hedgehog. He doesn't know about no goddamn Call of Duty. He's playing Duck Hunt. God damn it. And now he has to die over it because somebody got the address wrong. They switched the 2 and the 8. Idiot. Oh, man. Terrible. Also, on that note, if this guy was playing Call of Duty, he would have lost the $1.50 and it would have saved his life. At the end of the day, what I'm arguing is everyone here should be playing Call of Duty. Okay? You can't just be out not playing video games because you might be caught in the crossfire of two other gamers. Basically, you know what this made me think of? This made me think of like an innocent victim in like a gang beef, right? We always talk about that when we do these gang fucking shooting articles. 2 gang members are shooting at each other. There's one guy in the middle that's not even involved, or maybe somebody in the background a street away that gets caught with a stray fucking bullet, had nothing to do with it. That's what this is. It's fucking video gangs, fucking just going crazy at each other, and this guy ends up dying. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing. His family should get $1 million. You know what? If I was an attorney or something like that, I would just be handing out $1 million all the time. Like, hey, your nephew just got killed for no fucking reason over some video game nerds trying to kill each other. Here's $1 million. Right? I would do that all the time. The other day, I slipped in my kitchen, fell down. Boom. Slipped, hit my elbow. If I was on the other side, you slipped and hit your elbow? $1 million. Take it. I'd be handing that shit out. God damn it. Oh, so what happened? This guy falsely reported a shooting and kidnapping at the Wichita address. Finch answered the door, and an officer shot the unarmed man. Barris apologized to Finch's family on Friday, saying he takes full responsibility for what happened. If I could take it back, I would, but there's nothing I can do. I'm so sorry for that. Listen, idiot, you're not even a good hacker. He didn't even fucking have the right address. It's terrible. This guy should fucking die in jail. Plus, you know what they do to nerds in jail? Oh, yeah, the same shit that they do in Grand Theft Auto to prostitutes. They fuck them. You guys like that fucking... like that comparison? I tried to make a little video game reference right there. Frederico described Barris as a loner who found solace in the gaming community. He became a serial swatter. His best friend is someone he only knows online. Super nerd. His father died when he was young, and his mother abandoned him. Plot twist. His mother actually abandoned him for a League of Legends player. The plot thickens. Outside the courthouse, his sister, Dominicana Finch, said Barris got what he deserved, but that she also wants to see police held accountable. Finch's family has sued the city of Wichita and the officers involved. Police have said the officer who shot Finch thought he was reaching for a gun because he moved a hand towards his waistband. He's probably just scratching his butt because he has no idea why the fuck the SWAT team is at his front door. Prosecutors declined to charge the officer. I don't understand. Whatever. I'm very sympathetic to Finch's family, but at the end of the day, my determination has been to be in what the law allows. Barris prosecution in Wichita, consolidated other federal cases, blah, 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 blah. We've got it. We hope that this will send a message about swatting, which is a juvenile and senseless practice. We'd like to put an end to it within the gaming community and in any other context. Swatting, as I've said before, is not a prank. Also, even though it's not actually snitching, it's kind of like a form of snitching, right? You're snitching on somebody, or you're actually fake snitching. So my thing is, if you're going to snitch on somebody, at least have it be something juicy, right? Like, I watched that guy stab my mom. His name is James Brown. He's a great fucking singer. And then like that's the only like noble way to snitch on somebody. But for you to be like, yeah, that guy kidnapped somebody and he lives at this address. Oh, me? No, I'm just a noble citizen living 2,000 miles away. Also tell him get pwned, noob, right before you kill him. It's just terrible, man. I totally agree. They should all be in prison. They should get fucked. It's just terrible. Anyways, next. Police. 19-year-old employee spiked co-worker's water with LSD. What state do you think this is in? Let me guess. I would have never guessed. Montana, I believe. Is that what MO is? I'm not positive. Police in Missouri are investigating an unusual incident that occurred at an Enterprise Rent-A-Car location last Thursday. I appreciate Enterprise Rent-A-Car for this reason. Your employees, you need to have a fun work environment, okay? It's nice to like maybe throw like a paper ball at somebody like, I got you, fucking Gerald, idiot. It's nice to do that shit. Nice work environment. No one's in the store. Like, I got him. I remember when I was working on slots, I fucking printed out a picture of a spider and meticulously cut out the picture to where it was the thinnest line, the thinnest possible lines of paper I cut out and colored it, and it looked like a fucking spider, and I put it right on the computer, and I fucking got my coworker. It's actually a video on YouTube, actually. No, I got him another time. I put the computer background as a giant spider. So when he turned on the computer, he saw a giant spider in front of him. And he went, oh, shit! And then I put, okay, I'm messing up the prank. And then I cut out the little spider. I want you guys to understand how hard it is to cut a fucking line 1% of a millimeter thick. It's very difficult. And it took a really strong hand. So then I put it on his safe, because we each had a safe that we kept our own personal money in. I guess not personal money, but our own employee money. Anyways, it scared him. It was a great time. That's how Enterprise should be. Okay, but we were not at the point where I was just gonna like sprinkle meth into his coffee. That would be a real crazy work environment. You know where they do that? Taco Bell. That's where you get away with shit like this. According to Clinton Woodridge, 2 employees became dizzy and shaky and didn't know why. The workers were taken to an urgent care center and then transferred to Mercy Hospital South. Woodridge said officers questioned a 19-year-old male employee, and he admitted putting LSD in the water bottles of 2 co-workers and a third into an employee's coffee cup. Police said the man told them he did it because his fellow employees had negative energy. Now, this is like somebody who has watched way too much Joe Rogan, okay? And they think to themselves, you know what? I'm gonna fucking actually, this is actually gonna be a good thing. I'm gonna get these guys totally fucking woke. I'm gonna put some LSD in their shit. Also, I thought LSD was expensive. I've never seen LSD or done LSD, but I did see a giant sheet of acid one time. I saw a sheet of acid with 300 hits of acid on it. It was small. It was only this fucking big. Smaller than like an envelope, or envelope, if you call it that. And I'm looking at it, and I thought to myself, like, dude, what if I took a bite out of that? I said that to the guy that was holding it, or the guy that made it. I was in Colorado. I'm fucking snitching right now. And, okay, Varial knows it was 200 hits. Whatever it was a lot of fucking hits, and it was this big. This fucking big. And the guy that made it, I was like, what if I fucking took a bite out of that right now? That's just a bite like I would bite a donut. And he's like, oh, you'd die. He's like, you'd for sure die. And I was like, whoa, holy shit. And then I thought about it. A hit of acid is fucking this big. So if you took half of a hit of acid and put it into somebody's chili dog, can you imagine how fucking weird you would feel? If you're just fucking out there having a normal day, and then you're like, oh man, that chili dog feels weird, and then you're just like, ha 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 ha, laughing and everything. Fucking colors are all bright and awkward, and you're just laughing, and you're trying to keep a straight face, right? You're going to your prison job, you're an executioner, and you're fucking killing an 18-year-old murderer, and you're just like, ha 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 ha. You would never know what fucking caused it. How scary is that? Dude, these people probably thought they were going crazy. It's just a scary thought. Scary thought that just a one little drop of certain things can fuck up an entire body, right? I'm 170 pounds almost. One fucking water droplet of some special fucking chemical can fuck a human being up that bad. That's fucking scary. I think it's scary. According to the task force commander of the Jefferson County Municipal Enforcement Group, which investigates drug crimes, the workers' reaction is consistent with the use of LSD. Okay, also, I want to interrupt again. How fucking much does LSD cost? Right? Especially if you're working at a fucking car place. Are they making enough money to where this guy can just waste fucking drugs? Remember back in the day, like Dare and shit made it seem like everyone's gonna give you drugs? I'll tell you guys this story. I think I told it last week. My grandma thought that the ice cream man was putting drugs in the ice cream. And now that I'm adult, I'm like, do you know how much fucking money drugs cost? They're not gonna put fucking $40 worth of drugs in $1 worth of ice cream so that some 9-year-old can get fucked. It doesn't make sense. Why would anyone do that? It's crazy. Like, if you're gonna fuck up a kid, do it the old school way. Put a razor blade in an apple and hope that some dumbass kid looks at the apple and goes, look at look at this weird slit in the side of my apple. Well, ow! I'm cut and stupid. Help me. Lish says it's about 10 to 30 bucks. $10 a hit. So he got fucking, let's say $20. Fuck it. $20 this guy paid for this LSD. 20, 20, and 20. Plus, you know he hit that shit himself. That's fucking $80 this guy fucking spent to laugh at his coworkers. Motherfucker, just print out a picture of a spider. You goddamn idiot. You're going to have an increased heart rate, temperature, high blood pressure. It's been described as causing the shakes or tremors. Dennis said the popularity of LSD dropped off during the 1980s, but had a resurgence in the 1990s and 2000s at raves. He said LSD is still around, even though there's not much publicity about it. Typically, it comes in a clear, odorless liquid. The Enterprise workers were okay after the effects of the drug wore off. Woodridge said, Wooldridge! Wool and then a D? Why can't it be Woodridge or Woolridge? Why does that be Wooldridge? Jesus Christ, learn how to spell, you fucking idiot. No charges will be filed until lab tests are done on the water, but the suspect could face charges of second-degree assault and possession of a controlled substance, just like our next article about Cardi B. Oh, if you're out there fucking drugging your coworkers, man, get a fucking life, get a real job, get real friends, and fuck off. Go have an LSD party with your other loser homies. All right, Cardi B wants people to know that she's not proud of everything she did in the past. Okay, Cardi appears to say in her previous Instagram live, which may have been years ago, I had to go strip. Oh, wait. I had to go strip. I can't do Cardi B's voice. It's deeper. It's probably deeper than my man voice. I had to go strip. I had to go, oh, yeah, you want to fuck me? Yeah. Let's go back to this hotel. And I drugged people up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. I wonder how she said it. I haven't seen the video. I hope I didn't come off as racist right now. I was trying to do a Cardi voice. It's just terrible. I don't know. Cardi B is a stripper. Yeah, she's a stripper, whatever. My thing about this whole article is we were talking about it a little bit last night at the bar. Remember that guy, Bill Cosby? That's like rotting in jail right now for drugging people and then potentially banging them. Or maybe Cosby was robbing them. Remember that guy by the name of Michael Jackson? Got fucking accused of a whole bunch of shit. Maybe he did it, maybe he didn't. This is Cardi B definitely doing it. Definitely drugging people and definitely robbing them. I'm not saying they deserved it, and I'm not saying they didn't deserve it, okay? Because if you're in a situation where you're with Cardi B, it's already a fucking laughable situation. If you're in a situation where you're with Cardi B, and she's fucking begging you for money, robbing you for money or whatever, begging you to throw money at her, and you're begging her to shake her fucking ass in front of you, you should probably expect to get robbed, okay? That's part of it. You should probably expect to get robbed, but also, if you come out later and it becomes known that you were drugging people, you know what I'm foreseeing right now is that some guy that used to fuck Cardi B is going to come out and say that he got drugged. Just like all the other fucking celebrities do, right? That's all that has to happen. Once one person hangs out with a celebrity and says that they drugged them, then it becomes like this big, like, choo-choo train. Everyone's going around, oh man, oh shit, I remember I used to hang out with her. I got drugged too. It's going to be a big fucking Cardi B serial fucking rapist campaign. But what's weird about it is that a lot of people I've talked to, both on Twitch and even Lily, says like it gives her like bonus points because she admitted it. right? So here's what she says. I never claim to be perfect or come from a perfect world with a perfect past. I always speak my truth. I always own my shit. I'm a part of a hip-hop culture where you can talk about where you come from, talk about the wrong things you had to do to get where you are. Now, a lot of people read that and they say, you go, girl. You right. You right, girl. It don't matter to me. Don't matter what you, long as you owned up to it. Now, can you imagine if Bill Cosby came out from jail right now and he goes, oh yeah, me, I could be in Theo, my wife Camille. Oh hell yeah, we put the drug in the pudding. We did. Me and my wife Camille, Theo, we put the LSD in the jello pudding. Pop. Oh, and it made me pop. Everyone's gonna go, oh, you sick fuck, die in jail. If you admitted to that shit. Okay, they're just gonna say, hey, sick fuck, hey, old idiot, sick idiot, gross, guilty fuck, rot in jail. But Cardi B does it, and it's like, oh, you go, girl, you the greatest. You the greatest, girl, you drugged man. Hell yeah, what else did you do? Did you kill any animals or anything? Like, anything else fun? Did you ever fucking stab, like, a homeless person? Anything else that we can get off our chests? God, I'm hip-hop, man, I'm a real bitch. I'm a real bitch, man, I say what I do, and I does what I said. With the jello pudding. I don't know, whatever. The new mom didn't deny her behavior in her statement. She said she did those things all the time. I had very limited options. Okay, now she has a lot of options. She would never drug anybody. Again, I don't want to go through this whole article, but the point is that I don't think you should get bonus points for owning up to it. Maybe a little bit of bonus points, but it certainly shouldn't be like an empowering thing. You know? Lily kind of felt empowered by it. Like, hell yeah, she did it. She did what she had to do. And she's like, you know what? And I'm like, dude, it's against the law. And she's like, yeah, prostitution's against the law. Those guys are committing a crime. And then I'm like, well, her being a prostitute is also illegal. What they did is illegal too. So like just being in the same room with her, trying to pay her for sex, it's already two people committing a crime. Okay, now we've each committed one crime. Now when you drug someone, that becomes a second crime. Then when you rob them, that's a third crime. So now it's 3-1. 3-1 on these motherfuckers. And just because you a bad bitch and you don't care what no one says, it doesn't erase that you just committed 3 fucking crimes. And one of them is a pretty big deal these days, right? I don't know if you guys have seen the news lately, but when you drug somebody and take advantage of them, whether it be rape or robbery, kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. You know what I mean? Unless you're a bad bitch. So I guess that's what I'm getting down to. If you're going to drug somebody or rob them, or steal from them, or whatever you're gonna do, make sure, okay, if I have one piece of advice for the kids out there, don't fucking date rape anyone or rob anyone unless you're a bad bitch and you own up to your shit, because ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing. Oh, I don't know, whatever. That's all I got for the news right now. I do want to ask you guys a trivia question right now. It's probably gonna take a little while to get the answer, because this is something I would have never known. So get ready. If you want to Google it, you can. You don't have to. But if you live in the United States, you will win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack sent directly to your house if you get the question right. The question is, who was the first person in space? Now, on that topic, I have another question for you guys. Why the fuck? I feel like I lived my entire life knowing what NASA is. Like, oh, NASA, yeah, the space place, whatever. But I never saw a NASA shirt, ever. Now, every single day, if I drive past a school, or if I'm at the mall, or I'm at the grocery store, I see hundreds of people wearing NASA t-shirts. Rain Man is the winner. You are the proud owner of a new Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack, Vero Reality. Dude, if you're not first, you're last, old man. Big loser. DCAA, you're way fucking last. Weather, stupid idiot. Everyone else, complete fucking losers. Now, I want to know where this NASA shit came from, and I have a theory. It had to have been some popular rapper, or maybe Cardi B, or maybe Lady Gaga. Some popular, influential person recently wore a fucking NASA shirt. Because NASA shirts are everywhere now, and I've never seen them in my life, and now they're everywhere. When did it become cool to think about space and shit? I don't know. The guy's name, by the way, was Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin. Something like that. I don't fucking know. He went to space, I guess. I don't know if he really did. I wasn't there. Some people think the moon landing was fake. Wouldn't surprise me. It really would not surprise me. I know that for sure, I did a little research one day. There was a picture of the moon landing, and it was purposely faked, right? The picture was definitely proven to be a fake picture. Now, NASA went and said, hey, it's just a promo picture, doesn't matter. That wasn't our proof. It was just a promo shit. Don't even worry about it. Whatever. Weather says, I probably watch 5 space-related videos a week. What the hell is wrong with you guys? I do follow some shit on YouTube called, like, Canadian Space Program or something like that. And it's just these guys that talk about space. And I think one guy does, like, a little podcast from space. Maybe. Who knows if he's really in space? I have a question, though. I've always heard about this shit, and I want somebody in the chat to tell me if it's real. I've never been to space camp. Okay, I've never really been to any type of camp. And I've never been to space. But how do they make you have no gravity? Is there a way that you can make no gravity while you're on Earth? This is my question. Can you have a no gravity chamber while you're in Earth? Okay, attention everyone, I'm fucking retarded, if nobody knew before. But I want to ask the 39 scientists that are currently in the chat right now, is that a possible thing? Are you able to do that shit? Rainman says only in an airplane. Varial says in a plane that rises and falls repeatedly. That's some bullshit. I want to experience it. I want to have the bottle of water and have it squirt at me and have it just be a ball of water and I go, blue, blue. I think that'd be fucking cool. Assassination says yes, they use fans. Fans is not the same thing. I've seen that shit where they blow the air at you and you fly up and down and bullshit. That ain't it. I want to just be like quietly like I want to be blooping. I want to be out there blooping around someday. When I get $1 million, man, I'm taking me and Varial are going to space and we're going to bloop. We're going to be blooping water at each other. Let's have a bloop fight. And I'm going to throw a hot sauce packet at him. Whoever gets it in their eye loses. All right, let's get back to the regular topics. Terry Kennedy. Terry Kennedy was kicked off Baker recently, or maybe he quit. I don't fucking know. It's the second time that he's gone public and saying he doesn't like Baker. He got kicked off Baker. He's got beef with Andrew Reynolds, apparently. I'm wondering who's negotiating his deals because I'm not mad at him. I'm not going to be mad at him. I just want to know who's negotiating his deals. So, here's the funny thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this already. The Berrics posted a promo of a video part that's coming out on April 1st, announcing his big secret. Big news is coming on April 1st. What's going to be this big news about Terry Kennedy? I don't know. Well, guess what? The video leaked a week ago. So the Berrics looks dumb. I found out about it because I clicked the Berrics video, and then I read the the comments, and all the comments are just like, dude... because it was supposed to come out on April 1st, everyone's saying that Terry Kennedy fucking pranked the Berrics. So somebody leaked this video part, and Terry Kennedy is now going to be on this team called Muta, M-U-T-A, Muta. I don't know what that is, but Terry Kennedy actually, in this video part that's going to come out on April 1st, that is currently already out, he does a couple of really good tricks and a couple of pretty mediocre tricks. So, I don't want to say anything mean or negative. I wish that man the best, but it's not looking super promising for him in a skate career. But that guy can actually do anything, you know? I think he had a TV show, so we know he can act a little bit. He can rap, all right? He can skate. He has a lot of, popular friends. I just don't think, not everybody can be Andrew Reynolds, right? No, not everyone can get old and continue to get better for 20 years straight. Me, for example, there was a time when I was pretty good. Could crooked grind down some pretty big handrails. Kickflip backboard down 9-stair rail. Pretty good skater. Nowadays, I'm happy to fucking crooked grind a flat bar. By the way, guys, today's video on the YouTube channel, Ninja Lifestyle, was me learning how to crooked grind into a back lip, into a shove, landed it perfect. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. And if you guys haven't subscribe to my channel, god damn it. But what I'm thinking is, it's a little late. I think oftentimes it's a little bit too late to revitalize a skate career, especially with how competitive that shit is right now. All you have to do is go on Instagram, hit the explore button, and you're going to see 500 people who are probably better at skating than Terry Kennedy, probably equally as entertaining, probably have more followers, probably have bigger, amount of people they can influence in the market. And it's just sometimes kind of late to revitalize. I'm actually wondering what's going to happen with Antoine if we're talking about skating. Because that guy, I guess, had some problems maybe with drugs, or who knows exactly what took him off the track of stardom. But he's making a comeback right now. Then again, I always hope for the best for these guys. I always love the underdog story, and I certainly, definitely hope that this guy can make Muta a super dope company, and they can all be successful. That's what I always want for skateboarders, right? I sit here and I talk shit on everybody. It's kind of ironic that I have a YouTube series where all I do is talk shit on skateboarders, but deep down all I really want is for everyone to get good, to have fun, to enjoy it, and most importantly, to get fucking paid a ton of money, right? That's what I want. I want all skateboarders, if you've spent the time to get good, just want you to get paid a ton of money. So I wish all the best for TK, wish all the best for Antoine, and I wish all the best for those of you in the chat who are skateboarding, and even those of you who aren't skateboarding. Hope you guys have a great weekend, goddammit. Now, podcast isn't over, though. Me and Lily, my girlfriend, it's about to be our 1-year anniversary, so shout out to me, goddammit. We went shooting guns yesterday. For Christmas, I bought her a 380, a little Ruger. I usually have one on my desk right now, but it's in my backpack over there. And we had to test it out, get it all broken in. We put about 60 rounds through it, had a couple of jam issues. All we have to do is put maybe another 100 through it, and it'll be good to go. Get all the springs loosened up and any part of metal that's grinding on metal, get that shit smoothened out. And she's going to have a nice little killing machine to sit in her glove box just in case somebody tries to rape her. Unless they're a bad bitch, then she has to just get raped, right? Or if she does get raped, I'm going to have somebody come over here and pull some goddamn weeds because my front yard is a mess. Anyways, so we went shooting. It was a great time. I took out the AR-15 and I bump fired it. Finally, I was wondering how to do this. It took a couple tries, but I grabbed my front pocket with my thumb, and then I made this fucking gun go. That video is going to be coming out on Wednesday, I believe, but it's also right now, it's on Instagram. So if you guys don't have me on Instagram, follow me now, at Black Ninja LV. You can see the footage of me shooting about 23 rounds in about 1 second. Boom. I killed an entire mountain. I will tell you this, not a very accurate shooter. My grouping was about 30 feet at about 50 yards. So it would have been really hard for me to kill any person specifically, but I could have definitely killed an entire mountain of people because I was shooting at a mountain. So that happened. We had a great time. We broke in her gun. We took some cute pictures, and we took some cool videos. The video, again, it's coming out soon. I really want to shoot that shit again. And now I see why people would want a bump stock or why people pay a lot of extra money to shoot a full auto gun because it's so goddamn fun. But you know what happened? I think I bump fired that shit 3 times. And I'm going to tell you guys, I spent about $100 in ammo. I spent about $100 fucking dollars in ammo, and it was about 4 seconds of fun. $100 for 4 seconds of fun? Oh, no. Not even fucking Cardi B would put up with that shit. Holy shit. Thank you guys for all the congratulations, by the way. KOBJJ says congratulations. Lily is in the chat. She says yay for us. Varial says congrats on the anniversary. Everybody's fucking being nice to us. Appreciate you guys. You guys actually were here, some of you, on the day I first hung out with Lily because it was live on Twitch. Oh, shit. Fucking telling all the secrets now. Maybe I'll divulge those secrets at a later date. But me and Lily are doing great. 1 year's coming up. And if anyone's curious, we're going to go to a really nice steakhouse because guess what? I just want some money, money, money. So now I can afford it. Now I can afford it. Got all that money. Got all of that money. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm grinning. I'm going to eat some steak. Oh, shit. It was great. I won some money. So I was kind of worried about that. I'm never like super hurting on money. But it's a big deal for me to spend a lot of money on something that I'm only going to eat so fast, which is what made me think of that. 4 fucking seconds for $100 worth of bullets? God damn it. But no worries, the gun show is also this weekend, so maybe I can talk Lily into going to our first gun show. That would be a good time. So yeah, I won the money, and feeling good. Everything's going well. I hope it's going good for you guys. And that's all I got for you guys. 45 minutes is up. Our time is over. I felt like we were going to run short today. But we didn't, because we sat down, we fucking put our thinking caps on, we did our fucking side flip into the picture, and we really just got on with our lives. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. There is going to be a post show. So if you're watching live, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to hang out with you guys. We're going to chat, maybe play some video games, maybe clean some guns, maybe have some fun. I don't fucking know, so stick around. If you're watching this on Sunday, actually, how do I say this? If you missed the first half of this podcast, don't worry. You can rewatch it on Sunday. It comes out on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, and a couple of other platforms that I don't fucking know about. So definitely check that out. But if you're watching this on Sunday, on your way to work, and you want to watch it live to participate with all these happy viewers, all you have to do is find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Follow me on all social media because we do a lot of fun stuff. This week's going to be a fun week. This is going to be a great year. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I think we had a pretty fun podcast here. So, before I go, let me know your guys' thoughts on raping people and then trying to make up for it by doing lawn work. Is it good or is it bad? Also, let me know, if you were a cop, would you let your inmate get away in a fucking mobile car wash? Probably not, because I think most of you guys aren't stupid. Oh shit, speaking of stupidity, we've restarted the Making Fun of Scooters campaign. All right, Scooters brought me out of retirement. I was sleeping, nice old man sleeping, and they fucking snapped their fingers in my face and woke me up, and we're going harder than ever. So I think in the Discord, if you guys have Discord, go in there. I'm going to start a little area of the Discord where you guys can send me funny scooter pictures, and I will be posting them on my Instagram story. We can't do it on YouTube anymore because I got hit for bullying. I don't know if I've told the story on here before, but I used to have a series where I read mean comments about me. So scooter riders essentially would bully me, and I would read the comments out loud and laugh about it. And the fact that I was having such a great time offended scooter riders, and they reported me for bullying. So the world has truly gone backwards, and they have taken me completely out of retirement, and we're going to have a great fucking time with that. So I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to tell you guys that. Also, what do you guys think about drugging your coworkers? Is it good or is it bad? Let me know in a comment below, and please enjoy your week, your weekend. Share the podcast with a friend, either on Facebook, or maybe you got a friend that you guys think alike and you guys like this type of humor. Share it, because there's only one way we can grow, and that is word of mouth and word of Facebook. I mean, there's a million ways we can grow, but I need your guys' fucking help is what I'm trying to say. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend, a great week. Stay positive, don't drink too much, and don't rape anyone, and don't fucking drug your coworkers unless you is a bad bitch. Let's play that motherfucking intro. God damn it, what? I know I just raped you with a knife to your throat, but paper, rock, scissors, and if I get rocked, then you don't tell anyone. Okay, thank you.